Hey everyone, what's going on? John D. Villarreal here, live in South Beach, and I'm here with James Koutoulas of Typhon. So, talk to me, James. You're doing some major stuff. You've had big headlines over the years. What's going on with Typhon? Why'd you move it to Florida? Tell me about that story.
Yeah, I mean, things have been great with Typhon. I grew up here, moved to South Florida at age 5, started training down here at 15 years old, programming at like 11, and really got my start in the industry with Solomon Smith Barney and Las Olas, which is now part of Morgan Stanley. So, it's always been home. I think for a while, the industry has really seen Florida as undeniably the most business-friendly, tax-friendly environment in the U.S., and I think those advantages have only increased through the pandemic.
Yes, right, absolutely. The state is absolutely a magnet. So, sold on the state. I'm here too. A lot of people are coming here. There's a lot of buzz. There's a lot of activity. You've been on the ground here. You've had some great events with a lot of people. You know a lot of people in the mix. What's your take? What do you think? Pros and cons, what's working, what needs to improve?
Look, no place is perfect, but South Florida is pretty close, right? You've got just a fantastic ecosystem. Mayor Suarez of the city of Miami, I think, has done a fantastic job. Let's call him a hype man, right? Like he's generated all this buzz, all this interest, talking to
Hype's great.
Yeah, talking to CEOs, both in our industry and the hedge fund world, at generally broader asset management and the tech and DC space.
I've never seen another mayor be as has leaned in so strong and done so much with this team in that respect. Absolutely, that's fantastic.
Incredible. Mayor of the year.
Absolutely.
Mayor of the decade, probably.
Absolutely. But I just try to. My little thing is I just try to, from my experience, whatever little I know, I try to keep it real on some other things. You obviously you need that, and that's amazing. But then you're also down there and you're doing some other things to help the ecosystem. What are you doing to help the ecosystem, and what else do we need to make it more peg out?
Yeah, so look, pre-COVID, we already had Miami Hedge Fund Week, which was, 20 events every year where all the biggest investors, hedge funds, come from all over the world, right? Like kind of end of January, early February. So our industry's already had a presence here and people know it, okay? During the pandemic now, you've seen a lot of people come and, announce we're relocating, we're committed, our headquarters are here. Like Carl Icahn said, if you could join us in Miami or you could take severance. And that's it, bottom line, right? Icahn's been joined by, people like us. Valley Asney opened an office in Coconut Grove. Blackstone has bought 3 buildings here. They've already moved, the tech stuff here. The Marathon, Elliot's saying they're going up to West Palm Beach, which is still in this South Florida corridor.
Right.
Personally, I don't care if someone goes to West Palm or Fort Lauderdale or Miami Beach. That helps all of us here, and I think everyone in the community needs to understand that as us as a region grows, it makes everybody stronger.
100,000%.
You got that Singapore family office. They want to come visit managers in the U.S. They go to Manhattan. Yeah, there's a lot of managers, right? And as much as Miami is growing, it still helps to say, okay, well, there's now enough managers in West Palm Beach. We could do a day there. We could do a day in Fort Lauderdale. Go do, a day in Miami Beach, 2 days in the city of Miami.
A full trip.
Yeah, do a full week, and there'll be enough managers to come see and visit and do your on-site operational due diligence on. That helps the community no matter where they are. So, for me in the private sector, I think it's a little easier for me to see that than politicians who have to be kind of hyper-focused on the jurisdiction that their specific constituents are in.
Very, very, very well said. That's the kind of thing I've been trying to say. It's all about collaboration. You build the ecosystem, it's going to help everyone. Like I said in one of my videos, you can have a founder that went to Doral, they get funded by a fund out of Brickell, and then they hire some people over in West Palm or Coral Gables, you know what I mean? So it all works together.
Look, it helps everybody. So, I just realized I didn't answer your actual question. So for our events, you've got a lot of people, maybe they're temporary here, right? Maybe they're considering. Okay, they're like, look, Florida's open. We've been pretty open since July, and now, the curfew went away 2 weeks ago. People could come to Miami, safely live a normal life where really most of the rest of the world is still pretty close, right? But I want to build a community here. Right? And look, let's face it, it's hard to make friends in a pandemic. It's hard to get new clients that you don't already know in a pandemic. So just coming out, having informal, networking events, happy hours, outside, socially distanced, masks if people want them, right? I think it's really helping bring the community together and get people to the community to be sticky.
Yeah. That's very key. So how bullish overall on a scale of 1 to 10 are you on this whole tech, finance, hedge ecosystem being built up, and how fast does it ramp?
Yeah, I don't want to be hyperbolic and say 11, but no, it's 10 out of 10. I mean, every day there's a new announcement.
It really is.
And if there's anything we've learned about the last 10 years, it's the network effects are extremely powerful.
Yes.
And every time a new hedge fund moves here, every time Spotify opens a new office, every time a VC moves here, every time a new tech incubator comes, it makes it twice as easy for the next one to come.
Yeah.
And the way the momentum has been building, I think it's only going to accelerate. Okay, I mean, I think you're going to see. I think you're going to see some mid-level people, people kind of in their late 20s, early 30s, who it's they want to kind of party and work from home during the pandemic. I think you're going to see some of them go to New York, but I mean, this is really it's led by business owners.
Yes.
Okay, and like me, I'm okay. Our U.S. headquarters is here. Okay, risk and ops. You pretty much have to come here. Right? I'm not Carl Icahn stature quite yet. We're working on it. Right. So I can't put the full demand in here, but we expect 60% of our U.S. people to be here within the next 6 months.
Wow.
Right? And there's a lot of other like-minded people. But if right off the top I could save 15% off my taxes, okay, I could get better talent. Right, I could pay people better. They're happier here, being in warm weather and sunshine. They work better. Happy people work better. I know a lot of people have that kind of old school, FaceTime in the office, in New York, it's cold, it works till 10 o'clock. Our corporate policy is we want people to be balanced. We ban emails after 6:30 p.m., okay, and on the weekends, okay, unless things an emergency, okay, I tell anyone, I don't care, okay, that maybe you have some free time on the weekend, you want to get work done. Don't try to flex and look like you're an overachiever on the weekend. Go exercise, go be healthy, go spend time with your family.
Yeah.
Whatever makes you happy, do that, and then come to the office or work from home or whatever, but work hard, and that's what our staff does. And if you look at our massive outperformance, during the pandemic, last month, this Archegos blow up, we've been knocking the cover off the ball, and I think a big reason is we have a happy, balanced staff.
Very important.
And Miami helps that.
Definitely, absolutely. We're about less than
we're on Lincoln Road in South Beach right now. I mean, I'm wearing flip-flops. Okay, how do you be in a bad mood in flip-flops?
Look, you're amazing, unbelievable. I appreciate the work that you're doing here for the community, for the ecosystem. We are hopefully going to be doing a lot more content, maybe do some collaboration stuff together. We'll see what happens there. How can people learn more about you and what you're doing and connect with you?
Yeah, I mean, I do a lot of different stuff between, running Typhon. I run a law firm where I do investor protection litigation, have recovered $7 billion pro bono for brokerage fraud victims, currently lead counsel in the biggest crypto securities fraud case of all time, Block 1/EOS. I would just check me out on LinkedIn, James, Koutoulas. And we post a lot of updates on there. And pretty responsive. Can't get to everyone in the DMs, but try to talk to as many people as possible. Amazing. But John, and seriously, as we're talking about South Florida, before I shake your hand, I got to welcome you back. I know you grew up here. You're in South Florida, trying to figure out where to land, but we're glad to have you down here.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Appreciate it so much. For James, I'm John. Thank you so much. Let us know what you think. Give us comments below. Please subscribe. Please rate this video up. Thanks so much. I'm John D. Villarreal. I'll see you next time. Dude, that's rock. Strong.
That's good, huh? First take.